Has someone ever hurt you deeply? Someone you trusted, someone who was close to you? And did you carry that pain for a long time? Did it feel heavy inside your chest every single day? Most of us have been hurt by someone in our lives, and when that happens, something inside us wants to hold on to that pain, to be angry, to never forgive. But today's story asks a very important question. Who does that anger really hurt more? The person who caused the pain, or the person who is carrying it? Welcome back to Learn English with Stories. I am so glad you chose to be here today. Get comfortable because this episode has a story that may change the way you think about one of the most powerful words in the human language: forgiveness. Let us begin. In a small riverside town, there lived a girl named Amara. She was 16 years old, quiet and thoughtful, with bright eyes and a love for reading. She lived with her father, a carpenter named Thomas, and her younger brother who was 8. Their life was peaceful until the year Amara was 12. That year, her father's business partner, a man named Victor, betrayed him. Thomas and Victor had built a small furniture business together for 10 years. They were more than partners. Thomas thought they were friends. But one day, Victor secretly sold the business, took all the money, and disappeared. He left Thomas with nothing, no business, no savings, debts that took years to pay back. Thomas never truly recovered. The stress made him ill. He became quiet and sad. He worked harder than ever, but the spark in his eyes was gone. Amara watched her father shrink a little more every year, and she carried a grudge against Victor that burned like fire inside her chest. She hated him, quietly, privately, deeply. She hated him the way only someone who loved her father could hate. Years passed. Amara grew older. She studied hard, got good grades, and earned a place at a university in the city. But even there, far from home, she carried that anger with her. It sat inside her like a stone she could not put down. Then, one afternoon, during her second year at university, something unexpected happened. She was sitting in the campus garden reading a book when an older woman sat down on the bench beside her. The woman looked tired and sad. After a while, the woman said softly, "Forgive me for disturbing you. I just needed somewhere quiet to sit." Amara smiled and said, "Of course. Please stay." They sat in silence for a while. Then the woman said, "You look like someone who is thinking about something heavy." Amara laughed a little. She said, "Is it that obvious?" The woman smiled. She said, "I spent 30 years carrying something heavy. I know what it looks like on a person's face." Amara was curious. She asked the woman what she meant. The woman was quiet for a moment. Then she said, "When I was young, my sister did something that broke our family apart. She lied. She caused great damage, and I spent 30 years refusing to forgive her. I told myself she did not deserve it. I told myself my anger was protecting me. But all those years, I was not hurting her. She had moved on with her life. I was hurting myself. I wasted 30 years being angry at someone who was not even thinking about me." Amara went very still. The woman continued, "I finally forgave her last year. She passed away before I could tell her. But I forgave her anyway. Not for her sake, for mine. And the moment I did, I felt something I had not felt in 30 years. I felt light. Like I had put down a stone I had been carrying for so long I had forgotten it was even there." Amara did not say anything, but her eyes filled with tears. She went back to her room that evening and sat alone for a long time. She thought about her father. She thought about Victor. She thought about the anger she had been holding since she was 12 years old. 4 years of carrying a stone that had not hurt Victor even once. She took out a piece of paper and she wrote a letter, not to Victor, to herself. She wrote down everything she felt, the anger, the sadness, the love for her father. And at the end, she wrote 3 words: I let go. She did not send it anywhere. She folded it carefully and put it away. But something shifted inside her that night. Something loosened. She called her father the next morning. They talked for an hour. She did not mention Victor. She just told her father about the garden, the woman on the bench, and the feeling of putting something heavy down. Her father was quiet for a long time. Then he said, "My Amara, you are wiser than your years." She went home that summer, and for the first time in 4 years, she and her father sat on the front porch and laughed together. Really laughed, until their stomachs hurt and their eyes were wet. The stone was gone. Not because Victor had changed, not because what he did became acceptable, but because Amara had finally understood something very important. Forgiveness is not a gift you give to the person who hurt you. It is a gift you give to yourself. Now, let us look at 5 important words from today's story. Word number 1, betray. Betray is a verb. It means to hurt someone who trusted you by being dishonest or disloyal. Victor betrayed Thomas after 10 years of working together. To betray someone is one of the most painful things a person can experience. Say it with me. Betray. Word number 2, grudge. Grudge is a noun. It means a feeling of anger or dislike that you keep for a long time toward someone who hurt you. Amara carried a grudge against Victor for 4 years. Holding a grudge is like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to get sick. Say it. Grudge. Word number 3, recover. Recover is a verb. It means to return to a normal state after something bad has happened, like an illness, a loss, or a shock. Thomas never fully recovered from what Victor did to him. We also use recover after illness. She recovered quickly from her cold. Say it. Recover. Word number 4, shift. Shift is a verb and also a noun. As a verb, it means something changes position or moves in a new direction. Something shifted inside Amara the night she wrote the letter. We use this word for both physical and emotional change. Say it. Shift. Word number 5, forgiveness. Forgiveness is a noun. It means the act of choosing to stop being angry at someone who has hurt you. Amara discovered that forgiveness was not for Victor. It was for herself. Forgiveness does not mean the wrong thing was acceptable. It means you are choosing your own peace. Say it. Forgiveness. Let us say all 5 words one final time. Betray. Grudge. Recover. Shift. Forgiveness. Wonderful. Each of these words will serve you well in life and in English. Now it is your turn to speak. I will say each sentence slowly and clearly. You repeat it out loud after me. Open your mouth, use your voice, and speak with confidence. Here we go. Sentence number 1. Forgiveness is not a gift for the other person. It is a gift for yourself. Repeat after me. Forgiveness is not a gift for the other person. It is a gift for yourself. Very good. Sentence number 2. Letting go of anger is one of the bravest things a person can do. Repeat after me. Letting go of anger is one of the bravest things a person can do. Excellent. Sentence number 3. You cannot begin a new chapter if you keep rereading the old one. Repeat after me. You cannot begin a new chapter if you keep rereading the old one. Wonderful. Sentence number 4. The people who hurt us do not deserve to live rent-free inside our minds. Repeat after me. The people who hurt us do not deserve to live rent-free inside our minds. Brilliant. Sentence number 5. Peace is not something you find outside. It is something you choose inside. Repeat after me. Peace is not something you find outside. It is something you choose inside. Beautiful. You spoke 5 very powerful sentences today. Say them again tonight before you sleep. Let them work inside you. You are growing your English and your wisdom at the same time. Amara carried her anger for 4 years, and in all that time, Victor never felt it once. He had moved on. He was living his life. The only person the anger was touching was Amara. That is what a grudge does. It does not punish the person who hurt you. It punishes you every single day. Forgiveness is not weakness. It takes more strength to let go than to hold on. It takes more courage to choose peace than to choose anger. And when you finally put that stone down, you will be amazed at how fast you can walk. Is there someone in your life you need to forgive? Not for their sake, for yours. Thank you so much for being here today. If this story moved you or taught you something important, please subscribe to Learn English with Stories right now. Every week we bring you a story that touches your heart and builds your English at the same time. Hit the bell icon, share this video with someone who needs to hear today's message, and leave a comment telling me what is one English word from today that you will remember forever. I read every single comment, and I love hearing from you. A brand new story is already on this channel waiting for you. Go find it now. I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourself.